I tried to retrieve the watch that had fallen into the water. As I leaned forward, I slipped from my wheelchair and tumbled down the steps, dragging myself into the river. When I finally grabbed the watch, my finger pressed a button by accident. Time froze, and in the next instant, I was sent 15 years into the past. A teacher was scolding me for dozing off in class and ordered me to stand. Shocked, I stared at my legs in disbelief. The sensation was so real it nearly made me cry. Suddenly remembering something urgent, I ran out of the classroom and rushed to the swimming stadium. When I saw the boy I had searched for all this time, I called his name and ran straight into his arms. I hugged him tightly, feeling his warmth and steady heartbeat. Confused, he tried to pull away from the strange girl clinging to him, but I held on, crying softly. Before I traveled back in time, he had already become a top idol, and I had loved him for 15 years. After I became paralyzed, I fell into despair, but his kind words gave me the will to live. From then on, I became his devoted fan. My room filled with his photos and albums, and I even saved 3,000,001 to buy the watch he once wore, my closest connection to him. On the day of his concert, traffic made me miss the entry time. When I tried to ask the staff for help, I realized my ticket was gone. I decided to listen from outside instead. After the show, my phone fell and broke, my wheelchair battery died, and snow began to fall. Alone and overwhelmed, I cried. A black car stopped beside me. A man stepped out and sheltered me with an umbrella. I froze when I realized it was him, my beloved idol. He placed a heat pack in my hand. I stuttered as I thanked the man who had given me the strength to keep living. He offered to take me home, but at that moment, my best friend arrived. Before leaving, he gave me his umbrella, and I gave him my favorite candies in return. At home, I carefully placed the heat pack in my collection box and put on his precious watch. It was the happiest day of my life. But moments later, my phone vibrated. The news reported my most loved idol had jumped from a building. Panicking, I rushed out. While crossing a bridge, I bumped into someone, and the watch fell into the river. At that moment, he was pronounced dead. But as he passed, the watch lit up again. Time froze at 3 a.m. When I picked it up, something miraculous happened. Everything around me stopped. In an instant, I was back in my high school years.